Good evening and welcome back to Foundry. We're going to do Mark II belts today, but first I need to show you what I've done with a few things. So I have changed the smelting system for Xenoferrite to be equal to the Techum. So these are both exactly the same now. I have removed the power poles because we're now running everything on a single grid, he says, hopefully. I can double check that. Oop. No grid connection. No, I can't double check that. Okay. Everything has power. I know that much. Everything has power. Let's go over to our power gen. Let me just double check. I've also changed the steel as well. I haven't finished building the steel because we don't have the resources for a second steel line yet. But that's working. That's ready to go down the line. I have space in between here for, we was going to do 4 of each. So there is space for 4 Xenoferrites. There's going to be space for 4 steel. And the opposite side will do whatever we need to do when we need to do it. We will figure that one out. But if I come over here now and I click on this, boop, we have one grid. There we go. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go with the single grid, even if it means running floor around well, not underground, but just running floor around like this. It's easier to see. It's easier to see. It looks complicated doing it the other way. It does take away the ability to turn on and off things as we need them, but yeah, that's just the way. That's just the way it is. I have also changed up this here. We mined these. They're now closer to the ore, so we can mine out a bit more from them as well. And because they're using the crush, obviously they're going to use less ore because we're now getting 50% more from this. Because we get 50% more iron plates, which is nice, or Xenoferrite plates. So, what do we want to do today? We want to do belts. We want to upgrade this, which means I need to move this because it needs to go back. It doesn't need a steel line now, but it will do in the future. So, I want to move it back to be kind of starting about here somewhere, and then maybe even move these to be in line here. Like here, I've got the floor. The open container. I'm thinking of open container. No, the building blocks. They're called building blocks, but when you make a building, if I build this building here, see it says there in blue on the right hand side of the tooltip, requires foundation, but they're called building blocks, not foundation. I'm sure they used to be called powered floor because I always called them power floor, so maybe they got renamed at some point. Maybe I'm just hallucinating and they've never been there. I don't know, but either way, that is the thing. Can I get that in there? There we go. Fill it in there. Oof. So yeah, so there is a path going up like either side of these things here. The actual power line is here and here. Underneath that is just dirt. So yep, that's the way I'm going to do it. That's the way I'm just going to do it. So that seems good there. So let's see if I have any space in my inventory. Not a lot. Not a lot. A bit, but not a lot. We want to pick all this up here. I already disconnected this here when I was doing things, but we want to pick this up here and move it all back and expand it in some way, shape or form. So let's see if I can pick it all up in one go. Hold on. Probably not. Let's find out. Oop. Not enough space in character inventory. No. Oh, it left one box behind. Oh, really? Oh. What can I possibly get rid of that we don't need? Definitely want to keep the sheets because we need those. They're important. Should we put them back down in the lava caves? Let's leave the dirt. I want the dirt. No, actually, let's get rid of the dirt because it's tropical rainforest that we're dealing with here. So, yeah. Okay, so that is completely full. We have to leave that one. We have to leave that one there. So, let's see here, shall we? Let's take out the floor. And we want to start about where this is, here, which is 10 blocks-ish away from there, which is one more there. Okay, so I need to mine out loads of space and try and figure out how much space we need. And with the power of video editing, there we go, a nice big open space for us to put stuff in here. So what do we want to do? Let's grab some of these here. Let's see here. So we want to make conveyor belt Mark IIs and then the rest of the stuff. So yeah, so we want to make conveyor belt Mark IIs, which requires conveyor belt Mark Is, machine parts, electronic components. Okay, now the thing is, conveyor belt Mark Is require machine parts. Okay, and the balancers also require electronic components. So we're going to have to make them all in situ and run up. Now I don't mind just having one machine do it, and then it comes out and feeds whatever it needs to do, because even if it's slow, it doesn't matter, because it's we're not here for the speed, we're not here for that, so that's fine. That'll be fine. So what I'm thinking is we do a line here of machines. We're going to run the belts in, so the belts would come up here, and they come up here as well, don't they, because that's where we had the belts come in. And then what we'll do is we'll turn the belts and go this way. Like that. And we will have here 1, 2, 3, and 4, because you want to make machine parts, which is plates. You want to make, oh no, hang on, it's an to 1, yeah. So let's get rid of that. Let's also get rid of this line here. We don't need this. Hold on, this can go up that way. Okay, and this can make wire, this can make electronic components, and this can make electronic components, and both of them, both of them will run at full speed because they want 40 and these provide 80, so we're good for that. And you're going to do machine parts. So and the reason I want to do it this way is because then you can output and you can input and input like that. I'm actually going to move that one over there, just so I can see the line. That's it. And then you want to have an intake there, there, and there. Let's be conformative and do that one. And then you want to have an intake here, side, and then we can have the belts come out of this and go up for machine parts, and then come out of these two and go up for that. For electronic components, which means I can put a machine in here, and this one can do that, which will take machine parts. And so I don't have the third loader yet, do I? No, where is the third loader? Oh, it's under green science. Oh no, I keep forgetting I don't have the third loader. Oh, okay. Think this one through. How will we do this? We could go up and over, because that and the company rank increased. Yay! This requires machine parts and that, and then it's the Mark 3s, the balances. In fact, I want to put these up the center, don't we? We want to have these belts come up the center, because you're the only one that requires machine parts, so that's fine. So you can just tap into machine parts here. But because the Mark 1s require, the Mark 2s require Mark 1s, Mark 3 requires Mark 2s, Mark 4s require Mark 3s, so on and so forth, with just additional stuff coming in. Which means we're going to have more and more and more belts come in here, which is really awkward, because this is sort of one. Right, okay, we're going to change this so it loads from this side. Yep, we're going to change it so it loads from this side. All the belts come in this side, and then we'll feed, they'll come up here like a bus, and then they'll feed in here whatever's needed, because we're going to need steel later, and we're also going to need some pipes. We're going to need like oil and stuff as well later on. So let's just change it to come up this side here instead. So let's, and also I want to remake, well, I don't want to remake those, that's fine. If we just literally oh, took out the floor, didn't we do that? We get rid of those. Oh, I am going to have to swap these around as well, aren't I? Yeah. Yeah, okay. Start again. It's fine. But I have a better understanding of what I want to achieve here now. So, okay. So let's put in a machine here. No, here. Yep, there. And then 3 like that. Okay. We might make this wider as well. Might make it 1 wider as well. Okay, so you two are going to do electrical components. You're going to do wire. You're going to do machine parts. Advanced machine parts do require original machine parts in steel, so we need to definitely run those up as well. But what I want to do is have you output on the back, have you two output on the back, that's fine, it's fine. Only the machines need to technically be on a, so you want to have input, output, input. There you go. So Tekken comes down. Hold on, this is wrong. You're an output. Moderate. This wants to be wire. This one wants to be machine component. So I did have it right in the first place. Hold on. Yeah, like that. So it goes to the end and comes back in. So yeah. Yeah. Okay. Come on, brain. So then we want to have here the machine. I want to leave a 3 gap, maybe a 4 gap. There, and another 3 gap there. You do that. You do that. You do that. Now they all need conveyor belts, which is very awkward. There, there, there. Conveyor belt. Mark 1 slope. Mark 1 balancer. You all require conveyor belts. So the output here, we can output there. We can also output here. Although that doesn't leave us much space for other stuff, but that's okay. You output there, and you're going to output there, which means we do need to make this wider. I don't want to come this way because this is where the gap's going to be. So I want to go. I want to move this all over by 1, don't I? Yes, I do. Okay, but what I'm trying to get at here, let me see here. So the machine parts here. So the 2 belts will come up here. So Tekken will come up and turn that way, and xenoferrite plates will come up and do this. So you will have an input for xenoferrite plates. Like so, you will have an input. You want to output, and then you just want to input into this guy here. So we can actually get rid of these 2 here. This might actually work for us. Hold on. I know, because you also need machine parts, don't you? And so do you. I'm going to figure this out, and we'll be right back. Because my brain is failing, and I think because I've done this a few times, and the problem is that I've done the advanced stuff recently with the other machines, and I'm trying to I'm trying to plan that into there, and I'm missing stuff. We'll be right back. And it's been 84 years. It feels like this took way longer to set up than I couldn't get my head around what I was trying to achieve here. But I have finally. So what do we have? Let me explain it. We have rows of machines here. You'll see they're all spread out wonderfully, apart from this end bit here because I kind of had to. So we have let's start with the Techum. The Techum comes in and turns along here and feeds this machine, which is making electronic components. It also feeds this machine, which is making electronic components, and this machine, which is making wire coil. I may have to swap these around because we're probably making way more than we need. The wire coil comes out and runs along here to feed this machine here, and the one in the center is making machine parts. We're only making 40 per minute, and we need more than that. So I'm tempted to change this up to have the machine parts there and there, and have the electronic components in the center being fed from one to the side. I think that will make more sense. But what's going on here? So the xenoferrite comes on here, and it's being shared between. This machine doesn't need it. I don't know why I plugged it into that machine. Doesn't need it. This machine here, which is doing, that's doing Mark 1 belts. I've put the Mark 1 belts that were in the box here because loaders and unloaders, these things here, they only unload onto a belt if there is space on the belt. So if you put something further upstream of the belt, like this container empties onto the belt, that means this machine will not empty onto this belt, because it has a source. So I've done that just to put all the stuff like that in there. So fantastic. You have full of conveyor belts, and so the xenoferrite comes in, feeds that one, and feeds this machine here. But I might run over it, and it bounces over the top of machines, and the conveyor belts come out the back, come over here, bounce down to this one, bounce to this one. This is doing the slopes, and this is doing the balancers there, and then respectively, all the machines feed directly into the next machine, because this is the Mark II balancers, that's the Mark II slopes, and that one's the Mark II conveyor belts. But as you can see, they need more conveyor belts, more advanced machine parts. So this one's 48, this one's 80, this one's 24, this one's 20. So yeah, let's swap them out, shall we? So let's just change up the recipes here. So let's change recipe to machine parts, change recipe to electronic components, and change recipe to machine parts. And then all I need to do is change up some of these bits and pieces here. Right? So we can get rid of all of those loaders. We don't need those. We can also get rid of this belt up to about here. And then you can have a input on that one and input on that one. There you go. And then you will output onto that line there, and everything could be fine because that's not a problem at all. You want access to the xenoferrite. So we come over there, and I love that you drag, it automatically goes up and over. It's just beautiful. It's just beautiful. I love it. So I want to input there. And then one input there, and then we can get rid of that one. Boom, there you go. Now we've got 80 machine parts coming in on the outside belts, which is fantastic and wonderful and beautiful. However, what I then need to do is come up here and steal stuff off the belts until it clears out to machine parts. Otherwise, none of our machines are going to get the bits and pieces they need. It is a bit messy down here. For parts, for the way it loads into machines and stuff, but oh no, that's the wrong one, that one. But I can't really do a great deal about it, unfortunately. What I mean by messy is that it's obviously I've got the machines on this side which needs access to both belts. That's fine. Machines on this side which needs access to both belts, but this one in the center needs access to both belts. And the inside two are electronic components, and the outside two are machine parts. So yeah, it's a bit messy. I've got one here, one there, one in the other place, but it's fine. It's fine. I think you're getting all you need which is fine. You've done the conveyor belts. You've done that, so that's fine. So you are actually full. So I should be able to just output you to other stuff. If I grab that there, so that's Mark 2. I don't think I need any Mark 2 bulbs in here at the moment. I don't think anything runs fast enough for that to happen. So no we don't. No, okay. And then all I need to do is grab some containers, of which I don't have. I've got 3. Actually, I was about to say I don't have any, but I do. I have 3. So let's put the containers in there, there, and there. And then we will limit these containers to be just 1. Actually, that wants to be. We'll go with 5. We'll go with 5. Put them, and then feed them out from here and into the containers. Oh, I need more loaders. Okay, nice and easy. Right, so with some fun little tweaks of making things do stuff they want to do, like changing some of these around because they were grabbing from the wrong belt doing stuff, everything is running, everything is working, everything is beautiful, and we have 595 Mark II belts, 596 Mark II belts. Awesome. This is not running at full speed by any stretch of the imagination. It's not getting enough electronic components in, it's not getting a lot of stuff in, to be honest with you. I don't know why you're not. You're producing 20, and how many do we need? 24. Okay, so it's starving a little bit, yeah. But yeah. So the belts are getting their own line. So the belts get their own line of stuff, and the balancers and slopes have to share a line. So, but we're not asking for as many belt balancers and slopes. So, yeah. So what's the next thing to do? Steel. This needs steel. Where is it? Where is it? No, you. You require steel. The middle one there requires steel. So let's put in a input here. Let's use our new Mark II belts. R and boom, remove the tree. Actually, no, that is the Mark II. Is that steel belt? Is that steel belt? Hold on. Do you need steel? You don't need steel. You just need iron ferrite. You've got iron. What's going on here? No, I've done this. I've done this already. Ha 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 ha. That's fooling my own self. Sorry, tree. You didn't need to be removed. Well, I did remove you. I'm very sorry. I will upgrade this belt to Mark II. Not that I need to, but I want to. And let's bring in the steel. I still haven't figured out the exact plan, which is a bit late, so it's going to... we're going to have to stop jumping on top of these belts because I'm not going to be able to reach up there, basically. So I'm going to have to put some walkways in or something, like maybe along the edges here. Walkways. Which means I need to figure out a better way of getting the stuff off here and down. Which does probably involve switching over some belts, like flipping them around. Because the idea should be that it unloads and then comes along this way and down to the ground and then turns in. That would be the better way to do it. So either I have to move this back and have it come along the side and then come out, these forward, and that. Let's just run the steel first and see how we go with that, shall we? I've got the steel here already. I'm going to upgrade this to be Mark II as well, because everything wants to be upgraded to Mark II eventually. And we're going to put all the stuff on top exactly the same as we did the other ones. So, boom. So, oh, I need to. Oh, it wants me to upgrade. Yeah, go on then. We'll upgrade those. That and that, and I don't know if I can upgrade. Yes, I can. quite know. Oh, actually, a lot easier than I thought to upgrade. All the belts in between. There you go. And now I can copy this one, paste it on top, and then paste that on top. Like so. And the belt from there to there. But you can see this is already too high for me to now be jumping on top of. So it's very difficult to do the thing. Let's go. Boop. Okay, let's run you along. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Getting my mouse caught underneath stuff and clicking where I don't want to be clicking. Right, so the upgrade has to be done. Right, you can hold. What is it? Alt to disable that, so it'll end up on top, which is what I want. Like that. I don't want to be upgrading the belt underneath yet. We will do. We will do. Not right now. Okay, so we're here, and we need to figure out how to get this over. Nope, we're going to the next one, aren't we? Yes, we are. I'm building the wrong belt. I'm building the wrong belt. I want to be building this one. Just to get stuff working and running. And then we can upgrade all of our assembly things to Mark IIs as well, because we're going to want them. We are going to want them. So for now, what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to literally just plug it in, because I just want to get that running. That's what I'm doing. Get some assembler Mark IIs in that box up there. And then we can upgrade all of this to assembler Mark IIs, which means it wants to go faster, and then all the belts to Mark II belts, because we'll be able to do that. So, yeah. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, and I will try and figure out a better way of unloading this here. The problem to unloading it, like, if we bring this back to here so it unloads down to here and then turns in, there's a 2 gap in between them. So the obvious way would be to unload above first, then that one behind it, and this one comes along behind that as well. The only problem to that is that as we're coming down, we end up with a 2 gap anyway, because the belt going down is going to be 2. I'll figure something out, but we will come back next episode. We will carry on from there. I'm going to upgrade every belt to Mark II. I'm going to upgrade every assembler to Mark II, and we will then be faster, which would be awesome. So thank you very much for watching, everybody. I hope you have enjoyed this one, and I do hope to see you again in the next one. And until then, as always, have fun.